Hi, this is Charity with Faith Open Charity, and I love it when you ask me questions about anything health related. So I had a couple questions, and one of them is, can I show off the brushes and how to use them? And I use the brushes a lot, but I'm not necessarily naming what they are. And so this tutorial is on how I use my brushes. My favorite brushes are the MYKITCO ones. I absolutely love these. These are our newest brushes by Molloy. He's a makeup artist and he designed these perfectly. My favorite part is on the brush, it actually tells you what it's for, okay? It tells you on the brush. I still use some of my old LimeLife makeup brushes. These were 60% off. I think they sold out. But some of these are still on our website. And I eventually want to replace these favorite ones to the new ones because I love these so much. These are good, but these are fabulous, okay? I love them. They are MYKITCO brushes and they are on my website. So I'm gonna use most of these, but I don't have all of them. I was actually gifted them at Palooza, which is the convention for LimeLife. We do it once a year. It's in July. And the last time I went, our gift was these brushes, which was an amazing value, okay? I love these brushes. So my favorite one as far as foundation, and that's what I'm gonna start with, is my Flawless Foundation Brush. And I love that it says that. It really is the Flawless Foundation Brush. This is what it looks like, okay? I literally just dip in here, and I've been telling you for a little while here that my foundation is almost gone, but I'm squeezing every last bit out of it. I even warmed it up on the stove because it's wax-based, that it's easier to use every last stop. Because what happens is when you use it, you get down to the bare bottom, and it's all the way around the edges. It's harder to grab. Okay, so this is my Flawless Foundation brush that I use to put my foundation on. You can use your fingers because it's wax-based, it warms up. So it's very easily moved with your fingers, although I don't like getting my fingers dirty. We also have the Blenderful sponge from LimeLife. It's unlike all the other sponges that you're gonna go get at the dollar store, ladies. There is a difference. This sponge is non-latex, okay, because we want good ingredients. These are bamboo. Bamboo is good, okay? Bamboo is good. It's a healthy, God-given ingredient that is good for the body, okay? Where was I? The sponge. Okay, so the Blenderful sponge also does wonders when applying your foundation. That looks like this. But it's not the Dollar Tree or the Target or the Walmart sponge. It's a really nice sponge that mimics the pores on your face. And it's not going to grow bacteria like other sponges are, okay? I don't know what's going on with our mama kitty that has 7 kittens. Do you hear her? She just meows and meows and meows. I don't know if she's trying to tell me, bring my kitties down, they want to play. Or if she's trying to tell me, I want to go outside and find another boy. I don't know what she's trying to tell me, but she's very expressive the last few days. Okay, so this is the foundation brush. Okay, it just covers so good. The sponge and the brush really do. They just move the product so well. I always think of this as a lymphatic drainage because it's so soft bristled. It just feels really good, okay? Like I'm just pampering myself is what it's doing, okay? And the foundation is buildable. Okay, so that is my Flawless Foundation brush. Okay? Now, if you want to conceal, use concealer to brighten up your eyes or to conceal contour. This brush is my blending concealer. Yes, my blending concealer. This is what it looks like. okay? So I'm going to dip into my concealer. This is the concealer that brightens up around my eyes, okay? So I'm just plopping it on here. You can even do areas where the light touches and you want to like brighten up, okay? So I'm just showing you. You literally, this is perfect for your eyebrow, your whole eyelid. The size of this is just perfect for that, okay? So those are the areas I would do my blending concealer, okay? That's what it looks like. It's about the size of this palette, okay? Then, this one says my mini contour. My mini concealer, which I use for contouring. This one is much smaller, as you can see, the size difference, okay? So this one I use for my contour concealer, which is number 6. So smooth, so creamy. It feels wonderful. It's so lightweight, you can't really feel these products on, okay? So if you had to decide between these two concealer brushes, okay? They're both concealer brushes. You could just get one of them to do the job, depending on if you want to save some money, okay? I would say I don't need both of these sizes. What I intentionally want to do is use the smaller one that I just used all the brown on for one side of the brush, and then do the other side of the brush with the light concealer. But sometimes I forget and then it kind of gets mixed together, but you could do that. Use one side for the brightening concealer and one side for the darker concealer, okay? And now the brush that I don't have in the MYKITCO that I like to use to spread my concealer around, this brush is number 16. I was going to bring my website so I could bring up which brush it would be for the KITCO. But I like to have a separate brush to massage this in. However, if you don't have this brush and you only have this one, you can massage your foundation brush and use it for your concealer, okay? And I'm really sorry because I wanted to bring my my website so I could show you the brushes that I don't have and how I would use them, but I don't. Another thing is, with LimeLife, everything is so versatile. Like if you buy a lipstick, you can use it. If it's a brown lipstick, you could use it to contour your face, okay? You could use it for eyeshadow. You could use it for blush. Every product has multiple uses, so don't think just because this brush says contour, it can be used for other things, okay? Don't think that you just have to use it for contour, okay? Okay, and again, you could use, I go back and I use my Flawless foundation brush, okay, to massage this in, okay? You could still use the one I started with, which is my blending concealer. You could do the same thing, okay? It's a little smaller, but this one works just as well, okay? The foundation brush. So I would say if you only had money to buy one brush to put your foundation and concealer on, I love this foundation brush because I can move around and you could just use your finger or a blender full to put the contour here and then use your foundation brush to move it around, okay? All right, there's my foundation. So I use the foundation brush, my Flawless Foundation, my Blending Concealer. Do you hear the cat? Do you hear her? And then my Mini Concealer, okay? This is what I use for my foundation. Okay, now we're gonna move on to blush. This one says my angled powder, and I use this one to put my blush on. It is an angle, so it works perfectly for this angle here. I also use it sometimes to whatever I have left over from my blush, I massage my eye and put it as eye makeup. So this is the one I like to use for that. My angled powder, and it is at an angle. Okay, so I will show you. Today, I'm going to do this powdered blush. Okay, this works for cream brush blushes and also powder. Okay, so these powders are like 6 years old, and it looks like I barely used them because they're so highly pigmented. Okay, a little goes a long way, as with every single product in this line. A little goes a long way. Okay. Tell me what's wrong with my kitty or my mama cat. What is she trying to tell me? Yeah, what are you trying to tell me? What's the matter? Yeah, what's the matter? Do you want to come say hi? Yeah? Your mama kitty? Oh, she jumped up. Do you see her? Well, hi there. What's the matter? You say hi? This is Mama of 7. Mama of 7. I really think she wants to go outside. After this, I'm going to go check on her babies. Try and see if she's trying to tell me something. But she talks like that when she's hungry. What does that mean? It's excessive today. It's excessive. Okay. So this, my angled powder, you can also use for, I'll show you. I also use this brush for highlighting, which these are highlighters. You could also use them as shadows, but I'm doing a pink look today, as this was my favorite one right here. Highlighting powder, and you just barely dab it here for a shimmer. Not a little girl shimmer, but the perfect little highlighter powder. And you also can put it here, okay? So I would use this brush for my blush and my highlighter. Okay, what else I was gonna use it for? Oh, I normally don't use it for a translucent powder. I use a different brush for this because I don't have the MYKITCO brush. I usually use this brush for my translucent powder, but my MYKITCO has one that looks like this that you can use. But this also, this angled brush also can be used for translucent powder to blur out your fine lines, okay? Because this fits really well in this area too, okay? All right, now, so the 4 I have left here are all eye brushes, okay? So these 4 eye brushes. We will start with the biggest one, which is this one. And it says My Soft Shadow. So this is the one I use for my whole entire lid. The first color I'm gonna pick out, okay? Here is my eyeshadow palette. And I'm just gonna start with this very light shade of light pink. As you can see, it's one of my favorites, okay? And I'm just gonna put that over my whole eyelid. Then can you see how big the brush is? It fits perfectly right here on your eyelid. Okay, and it's just so soft, so user-friendly. Like literally the brush fits perfectly in your hand. It's very comfortable, and it actually does the work for you because the artist, James Molloy, made it perfect for each area. So I can literally do this with my eyes closed and just feel where it's supposed to go. So if you're new and you don't know what you're doing, these brushes are wonderful, okay? And they're really not like other store-bought brushes. They're just made to do exactly the job that it needs to be done, all right? Okay, so that is my soft shadow brush. Soft, think of the softest color you're putting on the base foundation color of your eyes. It is pretty. I could put some mascara on and be done. But if you want to add to it, the next brush is this one. It's curved. It's round, okay? It's round, and it's called my blending crease. And it fits perfectly in the crease of your eye, if you can see the crease, okay? So this one, I'm going to use this pink right here, okay? So I dip into there, and I fit it right in this crease, and then I start going back and forth like a window washer, wiper, okay? I literally can do this with my eyes closed. So if you're wearing glasses and you took your glasses off to do this, you can feel exactly where it needs to go, and you just swipe back and forth, and you're providing a different color in your crease, okay? Do you see the difference? Okay, my blending crease. Oh, it just feels so good. Okay, there is my blending crease. Now, we'll go to the next brush, which is flat, a little smaller. So this one I use on my lid because it's smaller, and it's called My Small Shadow. My Small Shadow. And this one I like to use on my lid right here because see how it fits perfectly and it's small. And so I like to pop in a shimmer there, okay? And I could use, this is a pink shimmer. It looks exactly the same. This one's a shadow, and the other one that I used is here for my highlighter, if you can see. Can you see the highlighter? I could use the highlighter, or I could use the shadow. But this brush literally fits right here on your eyeball. If you want to just work in this section of your eye, it's the perfect shape and size to do that. So it's my soft shadow brush. And like I said, I do not have every single MYKITCO brush. So I make do with the ones I do have. Yep, she's back. She's back. Trying to tell me something. When I get off here, I'm going to go feed her, and I'm going to go check her babies to see what she's really trying to tell me. Okay, so use these three eyeshadow brush, and the only one left I have is my tiny liner. My tiny liner. I don't use this one very much because I love the LimeLife eyeliners, which look like these, okay? But if you have a color you want to line your eyes with, okay, this was my blush color. Okay, I'm actually going to dip in my eyeliner. I'm going to dip in this blush color and put it on my liner brush. See how tiny this is? And I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. It would look beautiful with black, brown, green, blue, purple. I just want to show you that my blush color is now my eyeliner. See that? So literally, if you just had this blush color was your only makeup piece, you could use this blush color on your lips, your blush, your eyeshadow, and your eyeliner. I would say this brush is not a must-have. Like, I hardly ever use this, but once in a while, I want, if I'm wearing this color dress, where is it? Oh, if I'm wearing a dress that's this color, I would use this as an eyeliner and use this, okay? I also have this aqua color, if I can find it. This aqua color, if I'm wearing a dress that's this color, I don't have this color eyeliner, so I use this brush and I would eyeline with using any color you want, really. Okay, so that's what this brush is for. Okay, I think I've gone through every single brush that I have. I know there is a big poofy one like this that I wish I had. I don't have it yet. Maybe that gives me incentive to get it. Okay, there's also a brush that is for your eyebrows, okay? And it literally combs your eyebrows. But I use this eyebrow gel brush instead. And then we also have a lip brush that's created perfectly for your lips. And I do not have that one either. Okay, so let's say I wanted to wear this as my lip color, then I would take one of my oils, like One Drop Wonder, that's 60% off right now, Due Date, and put that on my lips. And then I actually can do it for you. I wish I had the brush so I could show you. This is my Due Date. This is a lip oil, okay? All right. This is a lip oil. I put this on my face, but I also love the feel of it on my lips. It smells so good and it feels so good, okay? And then I would take my lip brush, which I do not have. It kind of looks like, where'd I put it? A brush like this. This is the mini concealer brush, but it looks like this, and you can dip in and do your lips, okay? I'm gonna take my blush color. This is the blush I used. I also used it for eyeliner, and now I'm gonna use it for my lip color. The Super Oil, which is a carrier oil. You just need a carrier oil. And now, I have my lips, my blush, and my eyeliner all in this color. I could add more color with the leftover, but that is how you can save money. Or when you're building your professional makeup line and you only can afford one thing at a time, it really is not just one thing. It can do many things, okay? And all of that was created by this blush right here. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It might be Boom. It might be called Boom. All right. And then I always like to finish up with my soft shadow and just kind of blend it all in. Okay. All right. There's my look with, let's call Bloom. I think it's Bloom. Bloom and the MYKITCO brushes. Let me know if you have any questions. Obviously, I don't have all of them, but if you have any questions, I can help you get the right shadows and the right brushes. All right, have a good day.